With your ball, you're going to place that between your ankles and you're going to stand tall. Good. I've got my little hand weights here, like I said, before I turned on the recording, but we are going to be using these little weights for some balance challenge today, but let's get warmed up with them. Bend your knees just a little bit. Remember we did these the other day. It's all about the glutes. It's just a little bit of a sit back and a little bit of a stand. But if you have your weights, you can swing your arms forward and then back. And weirdly, even though this is just such a small movement, it's really warming up everything. Inhale, exhale, tiny squat, and then stand. Tiny squat and stand. Tiny squat and stand. Squat and stand. Good. I'm adding in tiny little bicep curls for myself. It just feels great. Feel free to do that. Okay, good. Now, arms wide, wide, wider. Can you get them wider? Can you squeeze your ball maybe a little tiny bit more? Bring the energy channel up through the legs, up through the pelvic floor, up through the spine, and up through the top of the head. And we're going to add breath to that. So it's inhale, gather. Exhale, push up and out. Inhale, gather the energy from the earth. Exhale, push up and out through the solar system, through the universe. Inhale, gather. Exhale, push up and out. Good. I want to do one roll up, and I need to do a couple shoulder rolls. So shoulder rolls, beautiful. And then we're going to do one full roll down or roll up or both. How you view it, it's your perception. Inhale, nod your head, and then exhale, let your weights in your forehead take you down. Option to bend the knees at any point. Come down as far as you want. Maybe you come down all the way to the floor, maybe you're hanging, doesn't matter. Let go of any expectations. Let go of any shoulds that you have in your mind or in your life. Just become present here today. Take an inhale into the back of your body. And then as you exhale, just slowly stack the spine, its tailbone, and then your spine lifts you up, 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 up. Good. Okay, for me, I feel much more present after that tiny little warm-up. I want you to check out your feet. Feet are not wildly turned out. They're not wildly turned in. They're relatively parallel. They don't have to be anally parallel, though. So just double check that, yeah, they're pretty much parallel. And then from here, I'm going to use my arms to help me lift up and my arms to help me lower down. So I'm just transferring the weight, lifting the heels, lowering the heels. For me, I've been doing some sand running lately, which is actually not that great for me because I strained my calf muscle a little bit. So I'm feeling these in my calves today. Maybe a little reminder, oh, don't run on that soft sand, Jen, not the best idea. Lifting up and down, and lifting up and down. Good. Lifting up and down. Now we're going to add on, we lift up, we hold there, we bend, heels down. So it's 4 counts. Sorry, my mind is somewhere else today. I'm going to become present, and now here I am. We're going to lift up to releve, bend the knees, drop the heels, stand tall. Again, releve up, bend the knees, drop the heels, stand tall. Ooh, that feels good. Up, bend, heels, and tall. Again, up, bend, heels, stand tall. Again, up, bend, and tall. And releve, bend, heels drop, stand tall. Now reverse that. It's bend, heels lift, up, tall. Bend, heels lift, up, stand tall. Again, bend, heels, up, and tall. This feels really good for my calf today. Bend, heels, releve, tall, 2 more. Bend, heels, releve, tall, 1 more. Bend, heels, releve, and tall. Perfect job. From this last little point here, can you with me bend your knees? It's a little teeny bit of a plie. And then just try to get more energy and more straightness through your spine for a moment. Feel that you might be hanging a little bit in your calves. Pull the energy up to your thighs and to your hamstrings if you can. Good. And then in this beautiful, slight little depression, little tiny little plie, I want you to lift the heels, lower the heels. So you rock your body a little forward and a little bit back. Notice all of the foot muscles are working. It's all about your feet. Rocking forward, rocking back, rocking forward, rocking back, and then standing tall. Perfect. Drop your ball, place your foot on the ball, and we're going to do just a single leg hip set. So this can be small, and it does go directly out to the side, and back. Good. Notice one arm is hanging with that stabilizing leg, and the same arm and the same leg are moving, and I've got my tiny weight. So this side of my body, the stabilizing body, is working hard. I'm pulling up. Good, and I'm not feeling it particularly in my hip, but this is hip work. Single leg sliders. Slide it out, and in, and out, and in. Good job. Now, your foot is resting on your ball or in the air, and I want you to see if you can lift that foot up just a little bit. Check that your hips are even, and then it's that same leg that's lifted and same arm. Up and down. Good. Up and down and up and down and up and down. Now add movement of the leg. Yes. Good. Alternate movement pattern for people with any kind of shoulder issue. Your arm is just going out to the side. Arm out to the side is absolutely fine. One more here. Good. And then pause. This arm that you've just been using is hanging. Other arm comes up and it goes out and in. Good. Out and in. And then the very last three, maybe you can extend the leg and the arm at the same time. That's opposite arm and leg. Hoo-hoo. Good. One more time. Cha-cha. Yes. Okay. I don't know about you, but I really felt that in my hip, my glute, and my whole standing side of my leg. And for me, I think because I was running in sand, I feel it in my calves a lot today. Whew. Okay. Let's see if we can do that same crazy choreography on this other side. Standing relatively parallel, and the standing side is set. Of course, I'm zipping up my core. The leg goes out, leg goes in, leg goes out, leg goes in. And I'm just adding a little bit of easy movement with same arm side. I know I didn't do that on the other side, but that's fine. Good. Now, keeping that same movement, do you feel less coordinated on the side or more coordinated? Any difference? Then the arm goes up as you go out. Good job. Same arm, same leg. Alternate movement is arm to the side. So it would just be out here. If you feel any issues in your shoulder. Good job. Good. Let's do a couple out to the side. So it's side and side. Arm goes side, leg goes side. Yes. Arm goes side, leg goes side. Good. Now we're going to release this arm to the side and the opposite arm comes up. Good. And up. Nice. And up. Good. And up. Good. Now pause. Final little piece. I know this is a little different than the other side. That's okay. I want you to see, can you extend opposite arm and opposite leg and down? Maybe you're resting your foot on the ball. Maybe you're not. Good. Opposite arm and opposite leg and down. See if you can do to the finish. Any stronger side Do you have a stronger side? Good job, and put that down. Woo. Okay, my ball's right here, so I'm just gonna squeeze it. I'm gonna slightly bend, and I'm gonna move into my cross action. Today, the cross action is very low, and it's just a twist, twist, and twist. You can do this with or without the weights. It's a twist and a twist. We're gonna do some twisted movements today. Twist and twist and twist. Yes, we are. Keep going, a few more, few more, few more. Yes, with or without the weights, doesn't matter. Good work. Okay, last little thing. I'm gonna put my weights all the way down. Last little thing here. I've got the ball between my inner thighs. I've changed balls because that ball is a slippery ball, and I have slippery tights on. No other reason why I'm changing balls though. Okay, I've got this ball here. We're gonna do a little series of squats here with the ball between the inner thighs. And these are the full-on squats. It's not just the glute squat. So we're gonna see if we can go down to a chair and then press up, down to a small chair, press up. Check here before you start your arm awareness. Thinking about keeping your knees from coming forward. Chair and up, good. Now add the swimming of the arms. Really swim. Press through some really heavy, salty water. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Whole body is participating. Feel your feet. Feel your calves. Feel the back of your body. Feel the front of your body. Whole body. Good job. Good. You're sitting in the chair. You're swimming up. Sitting in the chair, swimming up. Good. Nice. Really focus here. Let's do a couple more. Good. And then the last one. Stay strong, stay tall. Tiny, tiny circles with the arms. Tiny circles. Good. Do you feel any strain in your neck? If so, lower the arms, add more of a scoop, and use your back muscles, powering through the back. Yeah. Try reversing that. Does that change anything? Good. Small circle and circle and circle and circle. Good. And again, reverse just for 10 and 9 and 8 seconds. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep loosening tension. This is building strength through the whole upper arm and shoulder. Reverse just for 10 seconds. Easy. Easy little reverses. And you're just warranting and ferreting out tension. No tension allowed here in this body, just strength, pure strength. I'm feeling it now in my upper arms in a really good way, not at all in my neck. Hopefully you too. And then we finish here with contracting, expanding. Inhale, exhale. Good, and I'm just naturally bending my knees and squeezing my ball on the exhale. Good, last one here. Open wide, 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 wide fingers more. Heels of the hands more. Lift your chest up, lift your sternum up to the sky. It's a tiny back bend. Take a giant breath into everywhere that you can. Hold for 1 second and then exhale. Stand tall. Woohoo! Okay. That was fun. I feel warm. I feel loose. That was great. My feet and my calves feel better. So let's transition. I want you to have your ball and the small pair of weights I'm going to start with. So if you have those still, we can use those. We can use whatever we have. Isn't that great? Use whatever you have. I remember I got a design book when I was maybe 30. I didn't have much money for furniture or interior design. And it said, use what you have, design. I thought, yes, I'll buy that book. And it's just about using whatever you find. It's a great way to design your house, I think. Okay, we are coming into a position here, setting up for hundreds. I'm gonna have the ball between my inner thighs and my arms straight out, and I'm gonna start out with just 3 rollbacks. TheraBand for right now is out of the way. Inhale, sitting tall, feeling really strong. And then exhale, I come down just to my breastbone, to the base of my shoulder blades, to the middle of my rib cage, you call, but keep your head lifted. Inhale, exhale, and drive with your arms. Feel the power from the weights that you're holding or fists that you're making as you lift up. So the power from the arm is coming from the back and it's shooting out through the hand. Breath in, exhale, we roll back. It's all about your abs and your spine. Coming to a position, if you can, where your head is lifted. Take an inhale there. Exhale, push into your hands. Fire through the back of your body. It's like, oh, this is so easy when I do it like that. One more time with me. Inhale. Exhale, we go down, 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 down. Pause and take a quick breath in. Exhale, push with your hands. Fire up the back of your body. And there you have your extra superpower. Good job. Okay. This time, I'm going to just shake out my hands for a second. You might need that too. I was really gripping those weights. And then, centering myself, I'm going to come on down and we're going to go into little sets of hundreds. So here we go. Take a breath in. Exhale, we go all the way down. My arms are reaching. My belly is rounding. I'm coming all the way down. Arms come up over the shoulders, and I take a minute to give myself a little bit more space, and my arm bone, so the very top of my arm bone is sinking into the mat. When I sink it in there, I also can feel like I'm plugging into my shoulder girdle. It feels comfortable and good. And I'm gonna lift my legs up slowly to find tabletop. I might need to wiggle a little. Yeah, good job. Now, the only thing that I need to do before I start is I need to draw my ribs just a little bit together and a little bit down. So I'm still, even at this point in the class, I'm still finding those connections in my body. Inhale here. Exhale, push, lift, and then remember to push your weights. Good. These first two lifts are just practicing. I am lifted up here. I am not in my head. I am not in my neck. I'm in my abdominals, but it doesn't feel crazy. And it's perfect. It's like, yes, I can do this. If that's you, terrific. If that's not you, try it one more time with us. Take a breath in and exhale. Push, lift, squeeze your ball. Push more with your hands, fists, or weights. Are you out of your neck? Does this feel like, okay, I could actually be here for 20 minutes? If yes, fantastic. If not, no problem. What you're gonna do is, on the next one, when we come up for hundreds, you're gonna keep your head and neck down. No neck tension allowed in class. Okay, here we go, with head down or lifting. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale to push. Good, lift. Lengthen up, good. And we're gonna do 3 sets. So it's inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. My arms are pulsing, tiny little pulses. And those pulses come from the back of my body and from the sides of my body by serratus. Good. All the way down. Woo! Now the next 2 sets for me, I'm gonna put my ball down. I don't want it to roll away, but I want to put it down for a second because I'm going to use my legs as a long lever. My legs come up to tabletop, my arms are up, and I'm pressing my legs together. Inhale to prepare, exhale to push, lift, and lengthen the legs. Good, now before we do our 3 sets, I want you to really feel like somebody's pulling your legs that direction. That fires up your belly. Here we go. inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in, lower it down, and take a twist. We have one more set. You can do this with your head down. You can do it with your legs in tabletop. You can do it with long legs like I did on that last one. You choose your method for the last part of our hundreds. And then just to further lay on layers of information about our bodies, this is a breathing exercise. It's a connection exercise, but it's a breathing exercise. So breathing, inhaling and exhaling. We'll try it. Put it all together. Legs are up or down. Head is up or down. I'm going to do the advanced version. Take a breath in. Exhale, push, lift, lengthen. Feel like somebody's holding your legs up there. Good. And it's inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. A little bit higher. Lower all the way down. Woohoo! That felt so good. I like the little weights. They help make that connection for me. It's very helpful. I'm going to grab my TheraBand really quickly, and we're going to place that around the feet. Yeah. My feet are together in a parallel position. My knees are together, and for me, my inner thighs are together, but that's my body. For your body, however your body is shaped, you're squeezing the inner lines together. You're holding onto your TheraBand, and then just let your legs come up as high as possible. Maybe your tailbone is curled up a little bit and lifting. That's fine. But when you get to the highest spot for your legs, could you lay your tailbone down on the mat? So think of your tailbone as like a platypus backbone, and you're dropping it down. Then from there, hang out for a second. Let your legs sway to one side, down, up, and around. This is double leg circles. We're circling the legs in the socket with the legs squeezed together. Double leg circles, double leg circle, double leg circle. Good, and then reverse. Double leg circle, double leg circle. Good. Notice how if you allow your neck to be free, you're getting a tiny neck release when you do your double leg circles. It's connecting all the way up through your spine. Yes. Now, bend your knees here. Hold your TheraBand halfway on your calf, so it's taut. Inhale. Exhale, lift up and push. So we're practicing coming up as high as you like. Maybe you lift up to teaser, maybe you lift up halfway. You choose how high you lift. We're going to see if we can do 8 of these, and the real intention here is, can I use my whole body? Can I use my entire body? And you can play with it a little bit as you pull your arms back and you lift up. Can you make it feel effortless for yourself? And at the same time, can you recruit every muscle, every cell? And could you completely, fully participate in your life like this, making it super easy? Woo, my life is so easy. I'm using every cell in my body. I'm not struggling anymore because I'm so strong, because I'm connected. Woo-hoo. There we go. Nice. These just feel great. This is the idea. Let's make it feel really great. There's a little bit of work there for sure. And exhale. Nice. And maybe one more time. Perfect. Okay. Let's take one leg up and one leg down. We're going to do a very quick stretch. And for me today, I'm in my maximum stretch. My up leg is going to do a little extra. It's important to inhale as you pull. So it's inhale, pull. So at the maximum stretch is when I get oxygen to the body. That's it. Inhale as you take it to the maximum. Good. I hold for just a second and I find all the contrast. I push up, I push down, and I make sure that my abdominals are fired and my hips are even. I find that maximum place for me, and then I change. Quick hamstring stretch on the other side. I come right into whatever for me today is maximum, and then from the maximum place, I inhale to the extreme maximum. I'm not in any pain, of course. I'm working my little edge. Good. When we work our edge, we become a little tiny bit more alive. At least that's the way I feel. A little bit more alive working on the edge. Nice work. Keep going. Inhale. Inhale. Good. When I get to the absolute maximum place, I find contrast by pushing up, pushing down, firing torso. Ah, yay. Okay, let's release that. Kick out our legs. Ah, good. And we're going to take just a couple of flowing roll-ups, and then we'll move into some work with the ball underneath us. But in this one, let your legs be long. My feet are slightly externally rotated. My inner thighs are squeezed. My arms come over the head, but they're not flopped on the ground. They're a little bit lifted so that I can keep that sensation of plugging my arm into the socket. I inhale and start the movement. I might have a baguette between my hands. I lift up, 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 up. And then as best I can, I roll up with a rounded spine. I'm trying to round myself forward. So I'm using my spine. And I come forward, hold on to whatever I can reach. And at the same time, I'm energizing like a big laser beam shooting through my belly, out through my back. Reaching forward and reaching back energetically. Good. Inhale here. And then exhale, I come down, and my goal is to think about how can I lengthen and strengthen my bones as I roll down with control. All the way down, good. I want to do 2 more flowing ones. So you use your own cueing to find your own flow. Making the roll up somewhat like a dance. Ah, nice work. Okay, we're going to do 2 exercises without the ball, the single leg stretch and the scissors, which we pretty much do every class. Those are so fantastic for our bodies. And today we're going to do an experiment. We're going to do them first without the ball, and then second we'll do the same exercise with the ball, and then we'll talk about it. So let's go ahead and bring legs in. Arrange your spine, your clothing, and then legs into tabletop. Good. For your setup, hold on to the back of your thighs for me. Pull yourself up so you're in flexion if you can and it's comfortable. Check that out. 1 leg in and 1 leg out. Otherwise, your head's down. That is totally doable. I'm going to teach in flexion today. 1 in and 1 out. 1 in and 1 out. Ta-ta, 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 ta-ta. Good. Now it's 1 up and 1 down. For me, I'm feeling a little strain in my neck now. I bring my hands behind my head and I stay lifted. Good job. 1 up and 1 down. Flex up, point down. Flex up, point down. Flex up, point down. Flex up, point down. Legs in. Head down. Feet down. Rock it out. Okay. So make a note of that. And then go ahead and find your small ball. Place that underneath you, right at the sacrum, so that you can feel for a second here that your pelvis is level, your spine is heavy, pressing into the ground. Then the legs pop off to tabletop. The nice thing about using the ball is the head and neck are relaxed. Here comes our single leg stretch, one in and one out. You can really find the contrast here, and because we're up on the ball, you can stretch your psoas more than without it. Oh, we're supposed to talk about this after. Okay, let's just do the exercise. One in and one out, one in and one out. Cha-cha, 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 cha-cha. Good, and then one up and one down. Make it big. Flex up, point down, flex up, point down. Good job. Legs come down to the ground, and you're either there or you're completely lengthened for just a second. Okay, well, I'm hearing all kinds of interesting feedback from you guys. No, I am not, because you're muted. But I'm imagining that I'm getting all kinds of amazing feedback, and people are having different experiences. Yeah, because we're all unique bodies. However, my experience of it might be like yours. And my experience of it is that doing the same exercise with and without the ball is a completely different experience. I like both, but I really like it with the ball because I get the extra stretch factor, and because my belly muscles and my rib muscles are fired with really without me having to think about it. So I guess if I had a preference, it would be to be on the ball, but it's nice to notice that they're different. Okay, great. It's fun to have an experiment during class, I think. Arms are at your sides. Legs come into the chest. Good. And then the legs are not at tabletop and they're not up. They're in between those two places. Jen, like, God, how many different positions are there for your legs? Probably infinite. We're going to do our reverse abdominals today. This is in preparation for our rollovers, which we don't do very often in class. They're quite challenging. We're going to see what we can do. I'm using my hands against the floor, but I'm going to curl my tailbone and use a little momentum to lift up off the ball. That's it. So it's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. So the exercise is using momentum. It's using the cushioning of the ball, and it's using my arms pressed against the floor. I'm using all those different things. It's not just tail curl, but I am curling my tailbone. Yeah, good. Now this is a fantastic exercise in its own right. Fantastic. Reverse abdominals. Good, it's great. Okay, now we're going to add on to that. I'm going to scoot down just a little tiny bit more. There we go. So I have room. We will do a reverse tail curl to prepare. Then hands come behind my back for support, and I lengthen my legs. Can you see that my legs are pretty parallel to the floor? They're a little bit lifted, but they're kind of parallel to the floor. They're not touching the ground. I'm not in a shoulder stand. I'm in the plow. Yes. Good. Now I open my legs, mat width apart. My hands have to release for support, and I lower my body down, just like I were doing a roll up or a roll down, one bone at a time. My legs continue the flow, and then when they come half mast, I bring them together, and then I bend in, and I do it again. Lifting up, hands can come behind the back. Open, hip width apart or mat width apart. Slowly lower the spine down. Try to keep your ball there so you rest your tailbone on the ball. Continue with your legs down. Good job. Together. And bend it in. Good. One more time. Up. Wide. Roll down. And continue that. Good job. Now we're going to reverse it. Legs go wide. Legs are wide and flexed as they lift up. Feet come together and we roll that down. Good, legs stay long on this version. It is open. Flex the feet as you lift up. Feet come together. Roll it down. Yes. One more time with me if you can. Open. Good. Flex. Lift up together and roll that all the way down. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm sliding my ball a little bit higher. And I'm going to take one more little stretch here for my body. And we have one more exercise on the ball. Good, those rollovers are so helpful. And they are strengthening in such a good way. But I guess I don't teach them that often because I can't see you doing them. And if you don't have enough strength to do them, I don't know. It's better to teach it in person, but I think using the ball is good. So anyway, later on, text me or when you send me a note, tell me what you think about the roll-ups. Should I keep them in class occasionally? They're a classic Pilates exercise. Okay, lastly, bring your legs on up to the sky. And we just have a nice, beautiful stretch to finish this segment. It's scissor and then swim. Scissor and ride your bike. Scissor and wave action. Whatever you want to think. Just start, though, with a big pedaling. Big. Make it big and big. Good. And then add your feet. So it really is a bicycle movement. You're pushing with your feet. Pushing something kind of heavy, like a heavier bike, mountain bike maybe. Push and push and push. Good job. We have 1 minute here of mountain biking, and it's fun and big and stretching. Good. And you might ask yourself, are you using your whole body? Can you use your rib cage? Oh, yeah. Can you use your abdominals? Yeah. Can you use your legs and every part of your leg? Yeah. Are you using your neck or your head? Not too much. That's good. Good. Keep relaxing your neck and your head. We use those way too much during the day, right? We create so much tension in our head and necks. This is a good way to let it relax. Did I drink too much coffee this morning? Oh yeah, I'm not a coffee drinker. Did I have too much tea this morning? Maybe I did. That's okay. Occasionally we do that, right? At least I didn't get into the tequila this morning. Well, at least that gave me a good laugh. And push and push and push. Good. We have 30 more seconds. It's a big pedal. Big pedal. Yes, it is. Whew. Whew. Keep going. Yay. Okay. I'm going to release that ball. And for me today, I'm going to see if I need a little neck release. I'm going to place the ball right in the crook of my neck. And I'm going to nod a little bit side to side. I don't need it today, which is a great thing, but it feels wonderful. So I'm going to do it for a couple seconds here. It's a great time to practice no. No, no, no. Do you all need to practice no? Do we all need to practice no? I think we do. I think we all need to practice no. No, no, no. Maybe you need to practice saying yes, though. Okay, let's practice yes. 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 Is that something that you need? Maybe you haven't been saying yes enough. Okay, good job. Now let's release our balls and let's do our little hip set today. I'm wanting to make it a little bit different. I've got my TheraBand here. I think what I'm going to do is fire up the outer edges of my body by taking the TheraBand here. And I'm going to bring my legs into my body and I'm going to tie up my thighs. So I take the TheraBand right in the center, place it around the center of my thighs, cross it behind, and I do a double tie. I'm actually tying it tight. Not tight that I'm cutting off my circulation or hurting myself, but it's tight. My legs are together and they're tied together. Yes. Now I slowly let my feet down to the floor, and I see if I can walk my feet out about 8 inches apart. Whew, I tied that pretty tight today. So when I'm in this position, I am totally already firing my legs. I guess that's what I need today. It doesn't hurt, but they are fired. In this positioning here, my arms are at my sides. I'm going to take a breath in, and in one fell swoop, I lift my hips up. I check on my form as I always do. My shoulder blades are on the mat. My hips are lifted. I can't lift them any higher. I'm pushing my hips up. But at the same time, I'm lengthening through my calves. And I'm going to do small little squeezes out. Let's do a little set of 5 today. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then roll the spine down. Perfect. Now I'm keeping a little bit of pressure on my outer edges of my legs because it's tight and I'm pushing out a tiny bit. My hands come behind my head and I'm going to lift up with support, right? Because my hands are, and my arms and my back are helping me. And I'm going to do little pulses out as I pulse up. So it's like this, out and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. My head comes down. My arms return to my sides. And I exhale, one fell swoop up to bridge. I find my form. Yes. 5 presses out. 5, 4. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then undulate like a wave-like action all the way down. Perfect. Legs come up to tabletop. Hands come behind the head. I lift up. And remember, I'm going to pulse up and out. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Feet find the ground. Arms press into mat. One fell swoop up. Find your form. 5 presses out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Undulate the spine down. Nice. Legs come up to tabletop. Hands behind the head. And this time as I come up, I'm going to extend my legs and widen them and then bring it in and down. Let's try it. We lift up, we lengthen the legs, we go out, in, and down. Again, lift, lengthen, long press, out, in, and down. 3 more. Up, out, press it out, back, in, down. 2 more. Lift, lengthen, press it out, bring it back, pull it in, it's a crunch, and down. Last one. Lift, lengthen, out, in, pulse, down, and we did it. Woo! That was pretty fun. Roll onto your side with me. Good. We are prepared here for a little bit of extra work on our hips. Oh, that was the whole plan all along, wasn't it, Jen? So we're in an L shape. I'm lifting up my top leg, and there is a lot of work just to hold it here. I am thinking a little bit of lengthening through the side of my body, and I start with a tiny lift up. Maybe it's a 1/2 inch. Be careful not to just lift your foot. Can you notice what that's doing? Really, it's doing nothing. It's called cheating. You want to lift your thigh up. Lift your thigh up. Good. Not your foot. It's your thigh up. Yeah. Oh, it's much harder. Yes. Okay. So once we get the form down and we're really feeling it, your belly muscles are active, we're seeing if we can just do 10 good ones. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7. Don't cheat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Now stay lifted. You're at the highest position that you're lifted, and you're going to do 10 tiny pulses up, 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 hold, and lower down. Whew. Make a fist, beat your butt, beat your thigh, beat your IT band, beat your TheraBand. No, you don't need to do that. Give yourself a weird little beating massage. Good. And then let's see if we can come on up. Wow, I really tied myself tightly today. Come to the other side. Excellent. Now we're in our L shape. We lift that top leg. We hold it and we check that we're lengthened here. Abdominals are fired. And then make sure you're not cheating. You're lifting your thigh, not your foot. You can try lifting your foot and just see, oh yeah, that's totally cheating, Jen. And lift, and lift, and lift. Good, we got it. It's 10, 9, 8, yes we get it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it there for me. Tiny pulse it up, 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 and hold it. Good. Keep holding it. Good. Lower it down. Ah, good. Let's roll onto our backs for just a moment as we untie or just pull our TheraBand off. Whatever is the best way for you to get rid of that. Ah, good job. Now, if you are a bicyclist or a hiker or a runner, the outside of your legs are probably really strong. So that was probably an easier piece of cake for you, but there's all kinds of us attending class today. Lots of people that outer edges of the legs are the weakest part. Okay, I want to grab my small weight or your ball. Doesn't matter to me, but we're just gonna do some leg circles, and this is also side lying. So this is kind of the final part of our hip series today. I just have the weight handy. It makes it a little bit harder here for the weight. I'm really holding it tightly. It's a small weight. And I'm gonna do small circles. These are hip circles, but just done sideways. So as I'm doing my hip circle today, I'm thinking, yes, I'm drawing a circle with my knee, but much more importantly, I'm stirring my femur head. I'm thinking about it from the leverage of my pelvis, not from my knee today. It's like an internal circle. When you think of it like that, does it make it any different? Now reverse it. Good. Does it make it different? Internal versus external. Yeah, there's a subtle difference. Notice if you can think of your own body and your own cueing, internal circle, and then just giving yourself the idea of circling with your knee. See how that feels different. Okay, good job. We did it. Before we go to the other side, we need a stretch. So take the leg you just had, cross it over the other leg. Ah, good. I'm gonna keep my legs like this today, but if you want a little bit of extra, feel free to pull them in for a moment. Oh gosh, that does feel good. Okay, but then set your foot down again. We're gonna do just 3 single leg bridges today. The single leg bridges are about the muscles in your spine, or running in your spine, between your spine and on the outer edges of your spine. So just thinking, can I keep my spine straight? As we roll up, it's your tailbone, your low back, your mid back, and you roll your spine up to your maximum bridge. Then you come down all about your spine. Can you release one bone at a time like a snake all the way down to your tailbone? Do it again. Exhale, curl your tailbone, roll the spine up one bone at a time evenly, even though we're on one leg, and then we put it down evenly, 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 evenly. Good. One more time. Roll that spine up. Big breath in. and then roll that spine all the way down. Good, I'm gonna pull the legs back in just for one more second here. It does feel good today. Perfect, okay. And then get yourself around to your other side lying position for completion of our leg circles or hip circles. I'm using the little weight. You can use nothing. You can use the weight. You can use your ball. I want you to start with the small circles. And as much as you can, you're thinking about your pelvis and your leg bone. Internal circles. Good, keep going. Good. Reverse. Good work. It's circle and circle and circle. Keep going. Circle and circle and circle. Keep going. Good. I like the internal circles. Weirdly, for me, they're easier than the external circles. Just that little cue. So if I think, okay, do the circle with your knee, and then if I think, do the circle with your hip or with your leg bone. The leg bone for me that is easier. So I'm noticing that for you. And then we did it. Aha! Rolling back onto your back. We get a 3 single leg bridge. Come into your number 4 stretch. Take a minute in it, even fully pulling into it if you need it. Oh, this side's tighter on me. Yep. Oh, I think those little glute squats that we did are going to have to be keepers because I still feel them from Tuesday. Yes, where we stick our butt out and we stand up. Those are good. I'm going to have to do more of those next week. Make sure you come to class next week. Okay, so you put your foot down, finding your form, checking that your spine is even to start out with, and then it's all about your spine. Rolling up evenly, rolling down evenly. Exhale, roll. Inhale, pause. Exhale, roll. Inhale, pause. Last one. Good work. Pull legs into your body if you need it. One more moment of yumminess. Stretching your glutes and your hips. It's pretty yummy. Woo. Woohoo. Okay, good. Shake out your legs. Rock your body all the way up. Good work. And then from here, come to a seated position for a moment. We're going to do a quick stretch for the inner thighs. What we really need is an outer thigh stretch. Oh, well, we're going to do an inner thigh stretch. And then I have some back work we're going to finish with today. So take one leg as wide as you can. And the other leg, just use it as a little bit of a fulcrum. So it's a single leg splits. Let your body come forward in space, however it is that you can keep this extended leg turned out and you're feeling something on your inner thigh. Good. Then we're going to change position. Other leg comes in, other leg out. And see if you can lean into it in any way. For some people, maybe it's more of a side stretch. I think for me to get into it, leaning my body forward is always helpful in this way. Good job. Okay, and then if you can, you're going to take the splits, both legs. Okay, both legs. And then just sit up tall. Can you feel your sitting bones pushing down? Can you feel that there's a little external rotation and then maybe relax your feet? For me, when I relax my feet, I get a better stretch through here. Maybe for you, pushing out through your feet is better. lean your whole body forward to any positioning so that this is an inner thigh stretch. Breathe into it. Maybe your body lets you come a little bit more forward. Don't push, just experience. Good. This is an opportunity to feel your feelings. So you can do that right now. Feeling whatever comes up. Yay. Okay. Last little thing. Bring the legs together, shake them out. We're going to roll here into our complete prone position where we're lying flat. Nice. Hands clasped behind the back, and we're going to practice lifting up as we lengthen the legs. So bend the knees, take a breath in, and exhale, lengthen the legs and the arms to lift our bodies up. And then turn the head to one side as we come down. Good. That's all we're going to do today. We're going to see if we can do that 4 times. Here we go. Exhale up. Inhale, hold. Turn your head to the other side as you come down. Good. Exhale, lift. Turning head to center. Lift up as high as you're able to. Good. And as you come down, you turn your head to the other side. Good. Again. Exhale up. Inhale down. Once more, exhale up. And inhale down. Good. Relax everything to your mat. Good. Let it go. If you like, you can always do your windshield wiper legs. A little bit of a movement and release for your back. And those are great back extension. Perfect. Lastly, we will come to prayer position. Arms come forward, butt to the heels. Take a few breaths in. Oh, yes. Good work. Okay. Well, let's send some really good energy out to all of our friends and fellow students who are traveling. Inbar's heading to Tel Aviv, of all places. Ayelet's in Tel Aviv right now. There are people that are traveling all over the world, and there's a lot of conflict happening. Let's send them our peace. Send them the peace that we just created. Yes. Okay, people, I'm going to unmute you so we can say goodbye. Woohoo! Good. And you can unmute yourself. You should be unmuted, but sometimes you have to unmute yourself. Okay, goodbye, beautiful people. Bye, Wendy. Bye, Marilyn. Bye, Lynn. Bye, everyone. I'm so happy that you came to class. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sending lovely cards and donations. This is our last month together. Not forever. We'll always be together, but I'm going to take June off. I'm going to take June off. I'm going to go have fun. So, yeah, just to warn you. Oh my God, what are you going to do? There's like 500 YouTube videos now. I've loaded so many of them up, so I think you'll be safe. And then when we get together in July, maybe we'll be actually seeing each other in real life. Maybe we'll meet up for some bike rides, right? Yeah, that would be really cool. Okay, beauties, I love you very much, and I shall see you soon. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, Judy. Bye. Bye, Wendy. Bye, everyone. See you soon, Amy. Bye, Shal.